Welcome to the Smuglore podcast. Today we're going to talk about anime. What's your favorite anime?
Uh, I think as of right now, it's gonna be JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
I've heard about that one. I was told to watch it. I watched like two episodes of it, but then
Yeah.
I got bored. I might watch it after. I'm watching Attack on Titan right now. I watch I watched the first 5 seconds of Attack on Titan. I'm like, this isn't gonna be as hype as people say it is. They say, oh, this
Oh
is
man,
the
it
best.
gets much more hype later on.
Like I'm surprised in the first 5 seconds they have all this action, all this stuff, and it's like these guys. It's not overhyped. It's actually good. My problem with Attack on Titan was, bro, she's a snitch, man. I'm still mad. She's a snitch. I'm sitting here,
Yeah.
this man Aaron over here. He completely out of the conversation. They're talking about something else. Oh, they're moving somewhere. Then she says, "Oh, also, he wants to join the scouts." And I'm like, I'm confused. I'm like, you really just snitched on him for zero reason. Uh,
Well, it's to later you'll learn why Mikasa did such. You know.
I'm gonna watch it after this, but I was gonna later today watch Your Lie in April with with you and some other friends. That, like, me as a person, I don't usually like watching animes twice. Like, I don't watch it. I watch it the first time and then move on. Maybe I'll watch Shield Hero, or because Shield Hero was good. Like, I liked the story. It did something different with the protagonist being looked down upon from the start, and then he gets like mad at everyone and then goes on his own. Like the fact that the other three heroes that were there,
Yeah.
they like, instead of doing they do something good, but then they don't see the side effects of what they did. Like one of them, oh, destroyed a plant monster, or the other one destroyed a dragon, and then they left the dragon carcass there, and then it rotted, and then it made the people sick. But he left, and he didn't see the repercussions. And then, so, the shield hero decided, oh, he went to that town because the people needed help. He went back to that town, and but then, like, the other guys, they didn't do anything. They just sat there and made Naofumi do it.
Oh yeah, that's. I've been meaning to watch Shield Hero.
I heard it's getting a season 2 recently. I saw the trailer of it. Like the ending I watched, it felt like, oh, that's not gonna be the end of the series. Like the end of, it's gonna be the end of the season, not the end of the series. You know, like, oh,
Yeah.
he got the deed to the town. Now he's gonna probably have to, like, take care of the town.
Mhm.
Like these isekais, be watching isekais a lot. And they're pretty similar. Oh, Demon Lord.
What?
Demon Lord over here. Demon Lord, or random guy who stays inside, watches anime, gets teleported to a random place, and has to kill the Demon Lord. But it's like, oh, some of these guys don't kill the Demon Lord, like what
But like,
Konosuba,
what really happened?
like what Konosuba did. Like, oh, Kazuma, he likes to play video games and likes anime, but
And he's really good at rock paper scissors.
he's really good at rock paper scissors. He wins every single rock paper scissors. So he tries to go stop that freaking tractor from killing him. But then it's like, oh, she wasn't in danger at all. Oh. And then Aqua makes fun of him for it. But then he did some big brain strats and decided, oh, instead of taking a mighty weapon, let me just take you with me. Let's take you with me. That was good. That was a good thing that they did. They
thing I like,
averted
the
expectations.
thing I like about Kazuma is that he's not afraid to punch a girl in the face.
He wants gender equality. He stands for
Yeah,
it.
he has said it before. He yearns for gender
He
equality.
yearns for gender equality. He's not gonna let Megumin take the bathroom before him. He needs to wash up. If you don't let him wash up, he's gonna hit you with the Chris Brown 1-2 easily. Even if you're a female.
He prioritizes himself than the woman.
Like these three, like I was watching, and I'm like, oh, they're so they can't kill a slime. They can't kill a frog. What are they gonna do? But then, Megumin shows up, but it's like they avert expectations, making her look like, she looks like a strong female character with a fireball skill. But then it turns out, she can only do it once per day, and then once per day, and then she got to be taken home.
Yeah, that really.
And then there's Darkness over here, who, in contrast to her, like, huh?
She's a masochist.
Yep. In contrast to her, like her outfit, which is white and pure. She's like a massive masochist over wanting pain. Like I remember when the headless horseman attacked the place, she really wanted him to like injure her, but then Kazuma hits him with the big brain strats and tells Aqua to purify his whole life. Like,
yeah, it's like in Isekai Quartet.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. It's just and it's like the shorts where a lot of isekai characters are in mini shorts.
It's 4 different isekai animes all into one.
Oh, that sounds good. My problem with the
yeah, it is.
My problem with the isekai thing is like, stuff like SAO, and after you watch SAO, you've watched most of what an isekai is. You watch a couple episodes of SAO, and now it's like, now what? Now I'm gonna go watch Shield Hero, which is different, but it's like, random isekai. You get transported to another world, gotta defeat the Demon King, standard stuff. But like stuff like Konosuba and Shield Hero change up the thing enough that you're not bored. The thing I like about Shield Hero is like
Isekai Quartet is kind of the same thing. The main characters of 4 different isekai animes get transferred to this like alternate universe, and now they have to live their lives as like students of a high school.
Makes sense. They made it different. Have you watched ReZero?
No.
So like it's different where the main character walks like he comes from the convenience store, and then he's going home, but then he gets randomly teleported into a world, and it's like, it seems like normal isekai stuff until you find out he gets killed. Like in the first episode, he gets killed. Like, it subverts your expectations by bringing this cute anime girl over here and making it seem like she's powerful. And then they go into a house, and then a villain that you're gonna see later kills both of them. And then he goes back in time, and then that's when it shows you he has the ability to it's like a save point. Every so often he gets a new save point, and then he teleports back every time he dies. He dies a lot.
It's like this one part in JoJo, but I don't want to spoil it for you.
So
unless you watch it.
So like.
Oh wait, no, it's in the manga.
So he like, the thing is, it's like it's different from the ways he dies. Like, oh, one time he dies from being killed by a sword. The other is that he gets killed by a mace. It's like different things. So he's like, it's like, oh, he dies, he comes back, but he doesn't keep. It's not like these other enemies. He dies, and then oh, everything's well. He just got saved. No, he dies. He keeps his memories of the death, and everybody that knows him forgets. Like it's like they never knew.
Like they forget what happened.
It's like they never knew that it happened to begin with, and then later it's like after he sometimes he kills himself to reload a save point just to be in a better position, but there's repercussions to it.
That sounds very strategic to me.
It's strategic, but when you find out that when he resets, it's not like, oh, everything's wiped. No, later it shows that when he died, when he kills himself, the other characters react. They react to it in a way that, oh, they try to save him, and then he sees it. Like it's like, oh, there's repercussions. You gotta use this wise. And then there's like some seven deadly sins stuff where there's like greed, gluttony, and he gets teleported to the Witch Echidna's plane of existence where the other ones live, and so
yeah,
he talks to Echidna, but like oh, Echidna's the nicer one, but it's said that he's given the return by death power by the Witch of Envy, which coincidentally the girl from the beginning is like similar in, she looks like her, and everybody calls her the Witch of Envy. But the Witch of Envy, like, her followers say love. You know, like, you know in Undertale when it's like love and it's sinister.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
she says love like, oh, you love me, oh, something like that. And then so what? Every time like he goes there, other sins go there. But the one time the Witch of Envy's there, like every time he dies, or every time he can't. The thing is, he can't tell anyone he comes back to life. He can't, because every time he does, his heart gets squeezed. It's like every time you say it, you feel immense pain every time. So that's the Witch of Envy being like, you can't tell anyone. And the one time he did tell someone, the guy knew already from the, you know what a gospel is?
yeah.
So they have the gospel, and there's like a whole story thing about, oh, the gospel is for the followers of the Witch of Envy. And then one of the people that was supposed to be good had a gospel, and he was questioning the guy, like, how does she have a gospel? Why does she have a gospel? And then, but then he's like, oh, everything that's happened up till now is a part of the gospel, so I know you can come back to life. And then after telling him that, he just jumps in. There's a thing called a great rabbit. Like it's a rabbit that multiplies in magic. So the great rabbit, he just jumps into the field of rabbits and gets eaten alive, and then forgets it. Like then the guy gets eaten too, and he goes back. So like what it subverts your expectations, like showing all of these cute characters, but then immediately killing them without a second thought, and then bringing them back to life knowing what happened. Like the girl at the beginning, the main character likes, and then she dies so many times. Like it's different. Like the first time he got mugged in an alleyway, but then she saved him. Then he's like, the second time he gets a job at there's a mansion. The owner of the mansion gets a job. So that's the same guy who knows the gospel, but then so he gets a job there, but then he keeps on dying because he wakes up he in the middle of the night he wakes up feeling poisoned, and then or he gets hit by a weapon, and he's trying to find out through many deaths that who kills him. And it turns out to be one of the people that he knows. Like do you know who Rem is? Like, do you know who she is?
From what?
ReZero.
I don't watch ReZero.
No, but I'm like, she's the girl in the maid outfit with blue hair. That Rem. So her sister, Ram.
Yeah.
So she ends up killing him multiple times, and he has to find. He didn't know who it was. He kept on dying because he wanted to go on a date with the girl. Her name's Amelia. He wanted to go on a date with her, but every time he tried to go for the fourth night, he works there for 3 nights or 3 days and 3 nights. But then the fourth night he never got to go because he kept on being killed right before. And then when he finally got past it, he kept on getting killed. Every time he tries to he tries to do something good. Or he moves past the checkpoint. He gets past it. Something bad happens. Like, oh, there's a safe zone, right? There's a safe zone where nobody can leave. It's nobody can leave. It's a barrier. But then when he gets in the barrier, it turns out you can't leave the barrier until you complete the challenge. And then when he tries to complete the challenge. The girl he likes, Amelia, tries to complete the challenge, but she can't complete the challenge because it's emotional. Like it hits you with the emotional thing, and it's like he can't really move forward because the external forces are attacking him. Like, oh, he likes Amelia, but why does he like Amelia? Or he likes Amelia, but Amelia does not notice it.
That kind of sad.
Other isekais do the thing where the main character doesn't. He may get hurt or something, but it's good the next episode. What ReZero does different, it's like he dies, still faces the repercussions later. They always catch up to him, but then when he finally gets past it, another obstacle is there. Like, this thing does it differently than other isekais where the main character, as I said before, no repercussions. He saves the day. No repercussions. Like, oh, random guy has to save the world. Random guy over here.
Okay.
He saves the day from the monsters, and then he gets his harem, right? But then no repercussions for him. Everything he does doesn't get brought up later. Maybe in a little thingy it gets brought up later, like in a good isekai. But in most of them, sometimes it's a girl, but they don't face the repercussions for their actions, and they get they get what they want. What ReZero does differently is the opposite. Everything he does has a consequence, and and everything he does is being watched, and if he makes a mistake, he has the opportunity to correct it the next reset, but the repercussions of what happened still take a toll on his mental health. So I said before, I was watching Your Lie in April. That anime, it's not an isekai, but it's like a sad anime about, you watched it before, right?
No.
But so main character, he likes to play piano, but then when like his mother, this anime is like his mother forces him to play piano to the point where he can't hear the keys playing. He can't hear the playing of his own piano. He can't hear it. He's a good piano. He's a good piano player, but doesn't really participate in competitions because in reality, his mom had a toll on him and told him what to do.
All right.
And so he tries to play piano. He meets this girl, and she plays violin, and it's like they're like a duo. She plays violin, he plays piano, but he's trying to get over his fear of playing piano. And she's like this outgoing person who can do anything. But in reality, this is like kind of spoiler territory, but I'm not gonna reveal the ending. But she in the middle of it, she gets sick, and she can't play. She tries her best to play violin, but she can't because it's taking a toll on her body.
I'm trying not to make sense.
All right.
What other animes do you like apart from like JoJo, and like what's?
I just recently finished the latest episode of Seven Deadly Sins.
Well, I heard that anime is good, but
No, it's very good. It has a very deep, loving story.
I have a lot of animes on my list, but what's the deal with his full counter? Like that move looks busted.
Full counter?
Yeah, full counter.
It's busted.
Like he could get hit with a giant beam, and he says full counter while holding up his arm, and then that beam just gets it just does like a full 180 and hits the guy back.
Yeah, that's what full counter does.
So I've seen him.
It deflects any magical attacks.
Damn.
Back at the. Yeah, but only magical attacks. Any physical attack, it won't be deflected.
That's situational, but still good. So,
Yeah, but later in the anime, you'll also find another character that can use full counter, but it deflects physical attacks.
So I've seen some clips of somebody I've heard somebody say, he's different from when he was in like the beginning seasons. Did Meliodas change? Like why did he change? How did he change?
So here's the story so far. So our main character Meliodas, he's a demon. Okay.
Okay, he's a demon.
So what's the deal with that? That about 3,000 years ago, he fell in love with an angel, the girl that you see at the beginning, Elizabeth.
Oh yeah, Elizabeth.
Yeah, Elizabeth is an angel.
Okay, so
And with the races and nature of their time, it was illegal for a demon to be with an angel.
see, makes sense.
And so what happened was that they were both punished by their parents. Elizabeth by her mother and Meliodas by his father. They were both punished with 2 curses. Meliodas was cursed with eternal life.
That doesn't sound that bad until the fact that he outlives everybody he knows, but that doesn't seem too bad. He gets to live forever.
Yes. since then he hasn't aged at all.
So what's the curse on Elizabeth?
Elizabeth has to face eternal reincarnation.
So she gets reborn. She gets reborn every time she dies. She gets reborn into a different life.
The sad part is that Meliodas really loved Elizabeth,
But
every time he meets another reincarnation of Elizabeth, there's a certain point into that reincarnation where Elizabeth will remember her past angel life and all her memories, and then 3 days after she retains all her memories, she will die no matter what.
so should you?
Meliodas has to keep going through that.
That's tough. He finally gets his love back, but then not even 3 days, like not even 4 days later, she dies on the third, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, where's Elizabeth? Oh, she died again. I gotta wait another year to find her again.
Yeah, but Meliodas has always found the next Elizabeth reincarnation.
So
It's either due to it's either their faith that they will meet, or it's just sheer coincidence. But then at this point of the anime, he has met over 120 different Elizabeth.
how long does it typically take for him to find her?
Huh?
How long?
I don't know. He just wanders around until he finds the next Elizabeth
So due to his curse, and how does he change from the curse? Like, he gets eternal life, he never ages, but how does he like change from it?
Well, so far, then he was like second to most powerful demon. The first being his father, the Demon King.
Oh, so he's son of the Demon King. That seems interesting.
Yes, but then throughout the 3,000 years of getting cursed and the point of the anime right now, he's been wandering the land, meeting different Elizabeths, and trying to free this curse of himself and Elizabeth, so that they can finally both live together.
Does he ever get rid of the curse, or is in the current story does he still live with it?
I'm not sure yet.
So that seems pretty interesting. So like, it's a demon and angel. It used to be demon and angel, but every time he finally gets her back, her memory, she dies with her memories, and he has to wander and look for her for like multiple months just to find another Elizabeth, just for her to be gone in that short time period.
Yes. Yeah, it's very sad. Each of the seven deadly sins have their own little story.
This story reminds me of Akame got killed. Have you watched that?
I've heard of it.
But like, main character, he's from a village in the snow, but they send three people from the village to the city, and then he comes there last, but then he doesn't have a place to stay because he was robbed immediately after going there, because a girl stole all of his money because he was a simp. So he was simping, and then he lost all of his money. So he sat on the roadside, and then a girl pulled up in her luxury car and took him to the mansion. But then turns out Akame and the girl that stole his money earlier were a part of a team called Night Raid, and Night Raid pulls up and tries to kill the girl, but then the main character says, "Oh no, they haven't done anything wrong," until they said "psych," and then they open the shed, or they open the shed in the back and find the two other adventurers, the boy and the girl, malnourished. One is dead. The other one lives just long enough to like greet the main character. And then Night Raid decides, okay, I've seen enough, and kills everybody in the mansion. And then they say, okay, well, this is too. He's seen too much. He's seen too much. Let's kill him. But then they take pity on him and then invite him to join Night Raid. And then it's like, oh, well, now they're killing people. But what the show does best, they like, you know, they like kill characters off nonchalantly, like oh, the girl from the start, she doesn't die immediately, but like other characters, like the guy from the beginning, like, everyone except Akame, spoilers, everyone except Akame ends up dying in some sort of way, like, when I was watching this, I was told, don't get attached to any of the characters, because sooner or later, they will die. And then they kill him.
That's the exact same with Attack on Titan. Don't get too attached with any characters, because, yeah.
As soon as I got attached to him, the first guy who died, like he had a mech suit or a sword that turned into a suit, and then so when he died, he gave the suit to the main character, and then the main character killed the guys who killed his friend, who taught him how to fight. But then the other main character, like, there's a girl from the government, the enemy team over there, basically the enemy team, that decides, oh, she likes him. Death, the villain, likes him, and then it's like, oh, well, now he sees Death's whole entire squad from the inside.
Yeah.
Like, the main character, he, even poetically, even in a way, as Death, the one who loves him, ends up killing him in the end.
That's upsetting.
That's just, I got upset at the end. I'm like, damn, everyone except Akame just straight up died. Including Akame's sister or cousin that was beefing with her the entire show. She dies, and then so like all the main characters, they weren't even like, oh, off screen. You don't see the death. No, it's like, oh, we just watched this guy die. And then 2 episodes later, oh, we just watched another one of the main cast die. Like, one of the more gruesome ones is when, so there's this girl, like, I think I don't know if there's an equivalent, but like in gaming, like, she has the ability to copy exactly the clothes and weapon of the person she's copying. So basically, she went TF2 spy mode and blended in with the enemy team, but then, like, she walked up after she copied the guy that just died and walked up to Akame's sister and then acupunctured her neck with a small needle, trying to kill her. But then she gets bodied, and then when Night Raid is looking for her, she hasn't come back from the mission. Her head is impaled, like her head is on top of the flag where everyone in the town can see her as a display.
Oh, that is. That's brutal.
She got put on display. The thing I don't like about it is like how they play it off so quickly. Like, oh, one of our friends just died. All right, the lady, the owner of Night Raid, just really said, Alright, so you see, 2 of our good members just got killed. Anyways, here's the ultimate weapon, and here's TF2 over here. Here's your replacements.
Wow.
The ultimate weapon, I think his name was Stefano or something. He decided he was the ultimate killing machine, like Mewtwo in a way, where he was uber powerful, and he was like a Roomba or an Alexa, you know? Like, you tell him to do something, he goes to do it, but he can think cognitively about it. Like, oh, Esdeath, really strong. Stefano comes in and is like, she's like, the owner of Night Ray says, alright, I need you to kill Esdeath. Esdeath's like, this is too easy, man. But then Stefano goes Super Saiyan over here, and then, but then Esdeath is still like, oh, this is easy. In a way, the only reason Esdeath lost, because she fell for someone. She fell in love with someone, the main character.
Okay.
Like, I'm tying this back to like ReZero. Like, they have, like, she shows 7 Deadly Sins, ReZero, and Akame got killed. It's like, oh, they won't be, and Attack on Titan, they won't be afraid to remove one of the main casts or kill main cast, or remove one for a story point. Like,
Oh yeah, that's Attack on Titan too.
They
Recently in the final season, well, in season 3 as well, they've killed some pretty important people.
like they did
But it made like the story a lot more dramatic.
it makes the story a lot more dramatic in a way like oh, we need to forward the story. We need to forward the story, but we need to like kill one of our main cast, or remove one of our main cast to do it. They won't be afraid. Well, that concludes our episode of the Smuglore podcast today. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back around next week for another episode. Bye.